You got a bug on your Windows 11 that's eating your storage, and Microsoft left it hiding where you never look. So here's where it hides. Open Settings, click on the System on the left side, then click on Storage, and then down below click on Show More Categories. Now look at the System and Reserved field. On my machine, as you see, that's about 25 gigs, which is pretty normal, but don't rule yourself out from this number, because a healthy PC sits low like mine, and an affected one can be huge, but this screen won't tell you which one you are on, what's eating your space. For that, we have to go one level deeper. Okay, so open your File Explorer, and then up top hit View, then Show, and then turn on Hidden Items, because the folder we are after is hidden by default and Microsoft's really counting on you to never see it. Now follow along. Open your C drive. Then this one here, it's called Program Data, which was hidden. Then click on Microsoft folder, and then search for Windows folder. Double click it. Scroll down, and here it is. You'll find Capability Access Manager folder. That's where the bug lives. But watch what happens when you try to open it. It says you don't currently have permission to access the folder. See that continue button? Click to permanently get access. Just do not click it, because I'll show you why later. Click cancel for now. And here's one more part that really confused me before. Right click on the folder, open properties, and here it says 0 bytes, empty. Well, except it's really not empty. Windows can see inside its own locked folder, so it tells you there's nothing there, even though there is. Here's how you see inside without touching that continue button. Open the command prompt as administrator, so search CMD. You can right click on it or just click here, run as administrator. You need that because the folder is locked, and this is the only way to read it without changing anything. Now, paste in this one line. The important part is that it only looks, it doesn't really change or delete anything, and now hit enter. And here you see there is the folder actually Windows swore was empty, but look at this line here, CapabilityAccessManager.db-wal. That's the file, and that's the one eating people's drives. On mine, it really is just 1.4 megs. It's tiny, but that's how it should be. So if yours shows something similar, you're clean, and now you know how to check it. Here is what it looks like when it's bad, and I told you it really looks bad. This one is on Microsoft's own support forum. This guy's file hit 66.5 gigs. His 226 gigs is full, and his PC is crawling. So what he does, he calls Microsoft support, and their answer, they said, well, go buy an external hard drive. That's the fix from Microsoft. Buy more storage, because we filled yours. And here's another one, same file, 83 gigs. He had to go digging with a third-party tool to find it, because Windows really won't show you. He deleted it, and then he got his space back. Sounds like a win. Hold on to that, because we're coming back to him. And here's the thing that gets me. This thread is from March 2025. A guy noticed the same file at 30 gigs and worked out why. A desktop widget was asking Windows for permission 10 times a second, and Windows logged every request and never cleaned it up. That's the bug. Windows keeps a record of which app asks for your camera, your mic, or your location, and lets that record grow forever. And it's not about widgets. Sit on a long Zoom call or leave Google Maps open with location on, and you get the same thing. So March last year, it's been out in the open for over a year, while people filled their drives and blamed themselves. Well, so Microsoft knows. Here's their own support page for the update. And you never find this because it's not in the highlights or in the summary. It's tucked inside a collapsed section you have to click open. It's called changelog. And there's the line. One sentence, improves disk space usage for the CapabilityAccessManager.db-wal file. That's the confession from them. A file that ate 200 gigs, maybe even more, of someone's drive, and Microsoft files it under storage, like it's a rounding error. No explanation and no warning to anybody. And look at the dates. The update shipped June 23rd, but this line was added June 29th. 6 days later, they pushed the fix out that went back and slipped the reason in afterwards where nobody was looking. So the fix is one Windows update, and we'll install it together in a minute. But before you touch anything, do not do what the internet is telling you to do. Every thread says the same thing. Take ownership of the folder, stop the service, delete the file. And that's what that continue button does. It hands you the keys. And people are running scripts like this one to force it, right? Now, remember the guy who deleted his file and got 83 gigs back? Here's what happened to him after. His PC used to boot in 45 seconds, and now it takes 4 to 6 minutes. His Wi-Fi takes another 3 or 4 minutes to connect. He broke his machine to get his storage back, and then the file grew back anyway. So 65 gigs, then 71. He's back under 2 gigs free, right where he started, except now his laptop is broken too. And that's the real trap. Deleting it isn't a fix, it's a countdown. The bug is still there, so it fills up again and again and again. You have to stop it at the source, and that's the update. So let's fix this together. Now you will go to Settings, and then click down here in Windows Update. And look at here, it's here for me, it's KB5095093. You don't need the update catalog or any digging around, just download and install it. Now the important part, you need to reboot the machine after you install the update. That reboot is what clears the file, not the install itself. Now if you skip it and nothing happens, what if you don't see it? There are 2 reasons. First, you might already have it. Hit Start. If you want to check it out, type WinVer, W-I-N-V-E-R, and if your build says 262.00.8737 or anything higher, you're actually covered. On 24H2, that's 261.00.8737. Second, Microsoft rolls these out in waves, so it might not have reached you yet. Flip this on. Get the latest updates as soon as they're available. Then check again. And if it still won't show, just don't panic. This fix goes into the July Patch Tuesday update, so it's coming to everyone anyway. If your drive is tight, chase it now. If you got room, it'll find you anyway. Then check your own work. Some commands as before, look at that db-wal line. If you were affected, it should be back down to a few megs like mine. And I'll be straight with you, Microsoft's note only says it improves disk space usage, and that's all they gave us. So don't take my word for it, and don't take theirs. Run the check and confirm it dropped on your own machine. And that's it. One file hidden in a folder you can't open, logging every app that asks you for camera, your mic, and your location. And Microsoft let it run for over a year before dropping one sentence in the changelog nobody reads. Run the check. The robocopy check. If your number is small, you're clean and you can't stop worrying about it. If it's not, install the update and restart. And don't touch the folder. The command's in the description, so copy it from there. And I want to know what you found. Drop your db-wal number in the comments because I'm curious how many of you are sitting on this and had no idea. If this saved your drive, subscribe. There's more of this coming. See you in the next one.